Alright. Hello everyone. I am 97 Tims. I am a Simpson Run speedrunner. I've been speedrunning the Simpson Run about 6 years. And this is a bit of a review, I guess you could say, of freaking Futurama Hit and Run. So right off the bat we have these errors, which I know a bit about modding. I don't know what that's about, but either way, I've been playing this mod last 3 days. I've completed all the story missions. I haven't quite beaten it 100%, but it's just a few gags and stuff that I missed, and also some of the wasps. I forgot what they're called in this mod. They're moms, like moms robots. By the way, though, I've been waiting for this mod for a very long time, and I'm really happy to see that it's finally come out. Um, I think that what has been done so far is very, very promising. I am really, really looking forward to seeing how the mod plays in the future. I grew up with Futurama actually, so a lot of the references, of course, like I got immediately in that stuff. I think that if I haven't said it already, I think that the world that they built based on the show is really, really cool. Um, but of course, this is the demo, and there are 4 missions or 5 missions, counting the intro, I guess. And honestly, I thought that it was pretty fun. I've seen people criticize the use of AI in this mod, which I can kind of understand to an extent, but I feel like it's definitely more. I feel like it's okay in this situation because it is a demo, and I have heard that the in the full release of this mod, there won't be AI voices. In fact, they'll use normal voice acting. Um, so either way, though, like I said, I already went over the map. I think it's really, really cool. Fishy Joe's. Um, I will say, this tube right here. I don't know if in the full release they're doing anything with these tubes or if these are some mainly decoration, but um, you know, I tried multiple times to climb up here and nothing came up of it. um, but I really, really like the story missions, especially the first one. Oh, here's a guy right here that I missed, but I really, really liked all the story missions. I really liked the first one where you had to collect all the Bender's parts. Um,
Let's watch TV.
Flip. I really, really liked the bonus mission that you got from Zoidberg, where you had to test drive the professor's new invention. Uh, and the cars are pretty neat. I really like the inclusion of the Thunder Cougar Falcon Bird. that was I remember that episode specifically, and I thought it was the whole thing about questing sexuality and that stuff. I thought that was really funny, so I was really happy to see it included in the mod. Also, but at the same time though, uh, content-wise, I think this mod is really, really fun. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. The only thing is it's very, very easy to tell that it's a demo. Uh, the game has crashed for me countless amounts of times, um, especially in certain situations. For instance, the suicide booths. Yeah, the suicide booths. I remember I did this race up here. Uh, Wait, no, not this one. It was a one with the what was it? The robot, the but like the young robot who uses a cane, I guess. I did that race, and the suicide booth I hadn't saved yet, and I literally lost all my progress. Like the game just crashed, and thankfully I was able to interact with this, and of course I saw the cutscene play finally. I thought it was I thought it was a reference, or I thought that it was an intended feature because I mean it's a suicide booth, but actually no, there is like a cool little cutscene that plays just like the Larry the Looter arcade machine in the original game. I thought that was really cool, but at the same time though, I don't fully understand the crash. I but a lot of the crashes that I've experienced just straight up don't make any sense. They seem very, very, uh, I guess, reliant or very, very much like circumstantial. Like for instance, when I warped to, when I warped to, I had a, it wasn't this mission. It was, it was this mission. So, at one point I stopped playing the game and I saved my progress, and then I wanted to go in the sewer. But for some reason though, I would try and go in the sewer, and well, case in point, my game just crashed, bro. Uh, so yeah, it's very very easy. It's very very easy to tell that this is very early access, or not very access, but just very early in general. Um, and that crash just makes no sense because at first it seemed that, oh, the crash would only happen when you uh, walked up to it after loading a save file from that mission where you left off, but it seems that that is just a random crash that can happen, and which is pretty annoying. I mean, I mean, I obviously didn't plan for it to crash there, but it ended up crashing anyway.
No need to pack pants,
Uh,
people. Let's roll.
I want to see if I can actually go in the sewer without it crashing. Alright, nice. Oh, it crashed again. Alright, I mean, granted, I'm not using bug fixes because I'm really used to just using, like, playing the game vanilla. I mean, besides the obvious freaking Futurama hit and run mod I have enabled, of course, I was trying to play the game vanilla, so I don't know if, this is something that bug fixes handles, that the mod is kind of relying on. I don't know exactly what's up with that, but, I got all the cards, and there is I really want to show off the freaking sewer, but I don't want to get to crash again. Alright, there we go. I made it in the sewer without it crashing. Nice. But yeah, I played the original Futurama game for the PS2, like the very rare one that people speedrun. And I think that they really nailed it, like how they depicted the sewer in this mod. I really like the mutants down here. I really, really like how, I mean, I find it kind of weird, like the whole sort of change in atmosphere, but I think that the platforming sections were pretty cool. Uh, this section right here, I don't know how long it takes for me to run to it, but I remember this one took me at least like 10 minutes in order to complete. Uh, but I imagine it took other people even longer. If I can just, bro, I forgot how long this tunnel was. Oh yeah, I think it's right here. Um, this platforming, is cool. Oh gosh, I'm messing up already. So it's kind of like this. Bro, I haven't done this in a bit, so... Bro, I literally have done this before, bro. There we go. Maybe it's just I'm not spacing my jumps correctly. But... I think it's cool, this whole, like, section, but I'm not gonna lie. I kind of cheated, because you can just, like, walk on this. And, like, this is kind of tight. Yeah, this is kind of tight, but, like, this is a cool little platforming section. I haven't went up this exit yet. But, I think that was pretty cool. This other platforming section, though, I think the fastest way to get out of here and, like, go back to it is to warp, but at the same time, crashes and all that. So I'm just gonna run back there, but I think that platforming section is really cool. It's definitely tricky at first. Um, but you know, got there. But this is the other platforming section though. I will admit I haven't completed the platforming section here. Like I only did it in order to get the card, which was still like took me like 30 minutes, I believe. Oh yeah, that's Roberto. Uh,
Let's watch TV.
I I'm trying to remember the exact path that you take in order to get to the sewer, but I think that last platforming section, like I said, is pretty cool. Um, oh, there's one right here, bro. There we go. Um, I like the $300 bill from the show with the head of Richard Nixon on it. I think that's a pretty cool reference, but um, yeah, it's over here. This platforming section I definitely have the most problems with,
Wait a second.
and I wouldn't say that it's like just a skill issue. You know, I mean, I'm I would say I'm pretty good at the game. I mean, of course, like, you know, but like I would say I'm pretty like I know how to platform in this game. I know how like the
Prolonged exposure to radiation.
platforming mechanics work and that stuff, and this section just like I think it's really challenging, and I did have a lot of it did take me like 30 minutes in order to do, probably like 40 and 50 in general, but problem with this platforming section, I think for the most part, oh, it ate my jump, is definitely the crocodiles or alligators, I don't know. Like I think that it's really cool that like you have to like really do it smart. Like you have to wait a bit each time. I didn't think I'd make that. But I'll try and like I forgot the correct route in order to get the card. I think it's like this actually. Then you climb or then you jump on the slurm vending machine and it kind of leads you over here. I believe is how it's supposed to go. And you jump over here. Then you jump over here. Yeah, so this alligator, bro, this alligator really pissed me off. So, I don't know if this is just a general sort of, a like just a limitation of Char's engine. But, this alligator, bro, like, granted, like, it is a skill issue if you don't get it right, but at the same time, like, this alligator, bro, like, there are two alligators that come in this direction. And if you don't get the first two, then you just have to sit there and wait for a whole ass minute for another alligator to spawn so that you can do the parkour. Actually, I should wait for. But what would happen was I would be doing this section in order to get the card, of course, and I would wait like the like I'd wait like the two. I would like literally. I would wait for the two alligators to come, and when I failed, then I would. I guess I would. I would have to get on my phone and watch some YouTube shorts. All right. I do appreciate this checkpoint though. I do actually do appreciate this checkpoint, but having to wait a whole ass minute for another alligator to spawn like really broke up the platforming mechanic of this. I thought that this is like one of my few. This is like my only gripe with the whole platforming thing here. I think it's really cool what they set up. It was just like I really didn't like how the platforming sequence was broken up by the fact that you have to wait like a whole ass minute for the alligator to spawn again. But I do know that of course. I mean, I showed off the crash is like right like this is very early stuff, and I think that this is already like really promising like what is in the mod right now, but Uh, I want to see if I can do this again. Oh gosh, that timing is a bit tight, but this is what I'm talking about though. Like I failed it a couple times, and this freaking I have to wait. I have to wait like at least 30 seconds for this alligator to come back out of the sewer, and like it's just like, bro, like I'm trying to get this card, and you know, I mean, if I'm screwing up, I'm screwing up, of course, but it's just like, bro, why do I have to, like, it's like ultra punishment, you know what I mean? Like having to do it all again. Oh gosh, I completely mistimed that. I mean, I completely miscalculated that, but I mean, now, like, of course, like there's another alligator coming, which makes it better, obviously, and but you know, like just like a simple miscalculation like that can like is like really dumb, or like can kind of do that to you. And I imagine it's like that for the other cycle here. I've never actually been to this part of the sewer, but I imagine it's kind of a similar situation where there is like the alligator that you have to wait for and all of that. Oh wait, no. What if I think I know how to do this now. But yeah, like you have to wait okay, actually no, this one, wait, there are more alligators coming out of this one, what? I don't know. But that was my one thing with this platforming section. I don't know if it was on purpose for them to like kind of troll you like that, for there to only be 2 alligators coming out of that specific sewer. Especially considering, I mean, there might be like something over here that I missed, of course, but I want to see what's over here. I've never actually been here.
My neck's just a little
Oh, this is actually really cool. I've never actually done this section before. I was just trying to get the card. Oh shoot, please tell me there's a checkpoint. Alright, there's a checkpoint, thank god. It's like the power plant. I like that. Except it's bigger. It's a bigger fan. Oh, that's really cool. I haven't actually experienced this part. Oh wow. Oh, this is the other. This is the other gag. Oh, it's a nibbler. Yeah. Oh, and this is how you get out. Oh, that's so cool. But like I can tell that there's so much like detail and stuff and like care that's been put into this mod. I mean, just all that, like I feel like I still haven't experienced everything, but I kind of got off track. But yeah, that's like those are a couple of my main gripes. Like you can, but I feel like the main one with the crashing, I think that's just mainly a part of the fact that this is a demo, and I can understand some things like that not being fully fixed. Oh yeah, another thing is I really like the use of the use of vents in this mod. I think that it's really cool how they used it as a tool in order to, you know, like get you, like, you know, it really flies you in this mod, and I think that it's really cool. Like the ideas and the attention to detail and all this stuff, like and the map and that stuff is awesome. I think that this mod is really promising, but it's just like, yeah, my only real gripes with this mod is like a few things, like the platforming section, like I just showed, and also just the freaking crashing, man. Like I would really like to look into speedrunning this mod, but I feel that unless I'm just doing ASM, like it may be, you know, I don't know if I'll be able to run 100% because like my game would just keep crashing for like very unexplained reasons. But I don't know for sure if like the bug fixes a lot of these crashes, or if they're really just like problems with the mod that just haven't been ironed out. I'd really like to see if there be another demo before the full release. Also, this I can get an infinite wasp here. I don't know if it counts, but this is something. This wasp, no matter how many times I get it, well, now it's inside the building, but it just keeps. So it's really just some of those things like that that like really, But I feel that if they make another demo where they iron a lot of these out, as well as some other things, like I don't know if they're just trolling us with the alligators, but so yeah, here's like.
Is it
So that's
dangerous?
basically my thoughts on this mod. I think it's really really
My
cool.
neck's just a little
I
tender.
I am a like Futurama was my show when I was growing up. Like I have so many different memories of freaking like watching Futurama after school and that stuff. So like I really really love the direction this mod has gone in. I really really like the amount of references that are in and like by like mapping and that stuff. This mod is great,
Let's watch
and I think
TV.
that there's a huge amount. Like I really love the attention to detail that they put in and all the I mean this is my favorite. I mean this is probably my favorite outfit because it's from that one episode where they went to that one planet and like before I thought he was drinking water, but it turns out that he drank the king and they had to beat him up in order to in order for him to cry him out
Wait
and
a second.
great
I'm getting an idea.
references either way. Oh wait, I didn't know I
Awesome.
could talk to that guy.
Ask me anything. Just say
Oh,
anything.
but yeah, either way, I really, really like this mod. I really, really like the direction it's going in. I would just really, really like for there to be another demo where a lot of these different bugs are ironed out. Um, but I don't know what the release schedule for this mod is because this to be released took like at least like bro, has it been 3 years? I think it's been like 3 years, probably even longer since this
Does
mod
prolonged
has been
exposure to
like in the
radiation make you
works.
thirsty?
So so yeah, that's kind of like my really, really botched review of this mod. Uh, I really really like it. I really really like the direction it's going in. Just really really don't like.
My neck's
I
just a
want
little
to
tender.
see. Oh, it doesn't crash this time. All right. Nice.
Yeah, I'd like to place a collect call.
Slow and horrible. That's awesome. That's awesome. I really really like that they did that. Game over. So yeah. Either way. So yeah, that's my review. Uh, Next upload will probably either be like
Let's
a
watch TV.
speed run or something else. I don't know. Anyway, yeah.